for those of you who know this channel, you must have already picked up that this is the first ever wired non-ANC audiophile headphones I am reviewing here. And I am excited to say the least. So, with no further ado, let's get right into it. Today, we are taking a look at the HEDDphone 2. So you can see that's a clever play of word by the company. So going forward, when I say headphones, I mean headphone and vice versa. I hope you don't get too confused. These are not your regular everyday headphones. These are workhorses specifically crafted for sound engineers to be used in the later stage of sound production, like mixing and mastering. However, since I got a sample from the company, I've been using them for all sorts of projects: podcast editing, beat making, film editing, and of course, listening to music. So this review is a combination of my impressions of the headphones in terms of design, user experience, and most importantly, sound quality. Now, since I am no musician in any deep sense of the word, I thought, why not enlist the help of my musician friend? We tested these headphones in a studio with his tracks that were already mixed and mastered quite well. We'll get into his thoughts later in the video. All right, where do we start? How about a bit of historical context? The HEDDphone 2 is the second iteration released in 2023 by Heinz Electrodynamics Designs, also known as HEDD, a Berlin-based audio company. And fun fact, I'm also based in Berlin, from which I bring you this review. The company was founded by Klaus Heinz, who previously founded Adam Audio, a brand that some of you might already recognize if you are familiar with the audio world. The first headphone, launched in 2020, got a lot of attention because it introduced Air Motion Transformer, or AMT technology, into full-range headphone drivers. A breakthrough, since AMTs were mainly used in high-end loudspeakers and only at the tweeter level. Essentially, the headphone became the world's first headphone with a full-range AMT driver. Yes, the Germans have done it again. AMT drivers are known for moving air more efficiently, which results in a faster frequency response and improved clarity. Keep that in mind as we dig into the sound quality later on. Now, the first version was well received, but not without issues. At 718 grams, it was heavy and a bit clunky, and users complained about discomfort during long hours of use. Important to note is that even though these aren't your typical portable headphones, they were designed to offer sound engineers more flexibility outside a stationary studio. Say, for instance, when a sound engineer travels to a different country or is required to work from a different location. Despite the weight issues, the original headphone was still appreciated for its innovative design and highly detailed soundstage, something we're going to come back to some time later in the video. In 2023, the company made some adjustments with the second version. So let's talk about that. They completely redesigned the headband, opting for carbon fiber to reduce the weight. They also introduced a mix of adjustable leather straps, a foam pad to improve the comfort and clamp force. The rest of the headphones are made from magnesium, bringing the weight down to 650 grams. Not exactly feather light, but definitely an improvement. I'll be honest though, the first time I saw the adjustable belts and twists, I thought to myself, this looks intimidating. But to get the best out of these headphones, you have to tinker with the adjustments before you start to use them so that you can find your perfect fit. I made the mistake of using them straight out of the box. And an hour later, I had a massive headache. So this is something, again, it is clunky. If you don't get the adjustments right, it will be very, very troublesome and cumbersome for you. Speaking of out of the box, these come packed in a giant box with neatly arranged accessories featuring various audio jacks and connectors from 6.55 mm to 3.5 mm jacks, all gold plated, by the way, and made with machined aluminum. The overall design screams premium quality and durability with a matte finish and a rugged look that somehow feels fashionable in an industrial kind of way. But again, let's not forget that these are made in Germany. There is simply no way they aren't going to emphasize an industrial, utilitarian feel to their design. But I like them, and so does my musician friend.
The design is almost looking like your shoes as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely very stylish.
Let's see.
Very stylish. I like it. I mean, the whole thing is very stylish, huh? The whole design. I mean, they really.
Will you call it stylish?
Very.
Yeah?
I call it very stylish. It's not fashionable, but it's very stylish.
Is it like the
very
kind
unique.
of German stylish or stylish?
Well, it's my kind of stylish also.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
So don't you think it feels like industrial in a bit? Like.
I don't really care. I mean, does it not feel industrial?
True that.
You know, I don't really care. I was concerned about the weight, but when I put them on, the weight doesn't translate into my head, you know. And
would you say it's because of that headband technology that they have there, the design of the headband? You think so. It's like it distributes the weight evenly?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I really think so. Yeah, it does. It does. It really does. It's not heavy at all.
Now, onto the sound. Remember, these are open back headphones, so you will hear the sounds of your surroundings, and others around you will hear your audio as well. They are not exactly discrete, so forget about using them on the subway unless you want to make some real enemies. There's no noise cancellation whatsoever here, not even passive noise reduction. Like I said, these headphones are made for mixing and mastering engineers, and they are power hungry. To get the best performance, you will need a strong preamp. Of course, you can plug them into your mobile phone, but the volume will be relatively low. It's not a deal breaker, but they clearly need more power to shine. However, I did plug them into my iPhone 15 Pro a few times and enjoyed some high-res music from, Tidal, Cubase, no Spotify. But where they truly excelled was with my preamp at the studio or directly from my MacBook Pro. The HEDDphone 2 features the groundbreaking AMT Driver. Remember that air-moving accordion-like technology I mentioned earlier? And here's the kicker. These drivers and most of the housing elements are handcrafted at the factory here in Berlin. Crafting the drivers is a meticulous process requiring precision in assembling the folded diaphragm and the magnetic elements. This, of course, justifies the hefty price tag of €2,000 per unit. Now, given the craftsmanship and the resulting sound precision, I would say it is worth it. If you've been to the company, you will see two engineers sitting somewhere meticulously assembling these drivers by hand. That is to say, for every unit that's come out of the factory, it has passed through actual hands. The fact that they can achieve this level of precision and pristine sound quality manually is just impressive. On top of that, the company offers a 5-year warranty, which speaks volume about their confidence in the build quality and durability of these headphones. Now, the HEDDphone 2, when it comes to sound, exudes a sense of speed that I had almost forgotten headphones could have. While part of this can be attributed to the upper treble elevation, I hear it across the entire frequency range. Notes bloom with micro details that give me a more complete picture of an instrument's character. Now, keep in mind that these headphones are designed for the detailed, painstaking work of mixing and mastering. So, the first thing that comes across is the frequency response. It's fast and picks up on the most subtle details. I could hear the different layers of a voice distinctly. You can tell when a voice has been overworked or when the engineer has let its humanness bleed through the mix. It's like suddenly realizing that there are so many different shades of the same note, and the headphone tool is telling you exactly what shade it is. But don't just take my word for it. Let's hear from my musician friend, Batila.
The thing is that my album is really well mixed, I must say. And the headphones translate it perfectly. I love the way my vocals are quite very close. And all the sounds, you can hear everything. You can even hear the breathing of the instruments. And I find it quite astonishing. Sometimes when you listen to headphones, there's some things in the background, like you have to really pay attention to what's happening. But here it's almost like Dolby Atmos, I would say, where everything is very clear and it's like you're in a room of different dimensions. I really like them, and I think if you have a good sound engineer, a very good sound mixer, these are like the perfect headphones to do so. In my music, it's important that we fall in love with the imperfection of the sound, because sound is not perfect. And for me, it translates it very well to hear that the music that you listen to is done by humans. It's very human. And the headphones translate the whole thing very well. The different sounds, the panning, the way the instruments were panned. You can clearly hear how the sound is moving around in your head, in the headphones. Nothing is hidden. Yeah, nothing is really hidden. I mean, if you have a bad mix, surely you will hear it.
I love listening to music with these headphones at a medium volume or lower. Because of how detailed they are, it feels like someone is whispering into your ears at close range, yet in a non-intrusive way, somewhat intimate, Don't expect punchiness or any form of accentuation that doesn't stay faithful to all the melodic components in a piece of music. These headphones are quite faithful. The timing is also incredible. You don't just hear the spatial arrangement of notes, but also the momentum. You can sense them building up before they reach the center of your auditory orbit. These are very picky headphones. They nitpick at every frequency across all the ranges, meaning your listening experience will vary depending on the quality of the recording and the genre of music. But again, that's exactly what these headphones are for. They come into the workflow when that level of meticulousness is needed. When I use these headphones for podcast editing, I can pick up on every hiss and low frequency rumble. This allows me to clean up the audio effectively while still noticing subtle changes in the naturalness of the recorded voice.
I just hope that one day they will make it affordable also for my audience.
As of the time of the filming of this review, the company is set to release an upgrade called the HEDDphone Two GT. According to their website, this version is developed with the audiophile person or world in mind and designed for listening enjoyment rather than technical work. The GT features a new, warmer tuning that combines precision with emotion and updated AMT Driver with even lower distortion and much more. The result, they claim, is a richer, smoother, yet still incredibly detailed and fast sound with an innovative, ergonomic design for an engaging and luxurious listening experience. Well, that is yet to be seen. So I'm looking forward to getting my hands on those and hopefully reviewing them as well, since they seem to be more up my alley. I can't say I'm a sound engineer, but at least I can begin to make the baby steps towards being an audiophile. I've used these headphones too for a little over, I would say, 6 weeks. And for the most part, it's been a smooth ride, except for one annoying issue. I've experienced what I would describe as a glitch. So occasionally, when listening to a recording, the audio signal drops or cuts either on the right or the left ear cup, almost as if the cables are losing contact, like they're having partial contact. This issue worsens when I move my head side to side like this, To reinstate a stable connection, I have to detach and reattach the cables or fiddle with them a little bit. For me, this is a design flaw, even if it's only specific to the unit that I'm using. It's still something that I think the company should address. Or perhaps they've already done that in the upcoming GT version. That said, it's been nothing short of joy testing these headphones, and it has set me on a journey of no return when it comes to well-crafted audiophile grade headphones. So that's it for today. If you've made it this far in the video, I hope you found it informative. What do you think of these headphones? Leave me a comment in the comment section. Let's make it a conversation. And don't forget to subscribe and join the community. And finally, please consider supporting the work we're doing here on this channel by joining my Patreon community. The link is on the screen, but also in the description below. My name is Emeka Okereke. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day or night, depending on your time zone, and see you in the next one.